Yeah, okay. New player circle. So,
Hey man, say man, you already know what I'm gonna say, man. It's your local neighborhood player, brother phone them. Kicking in the Player Circle podcast. We don't try to fit a square into a circle. You come here to get deprogrammed and reprogrammed so you can get with deprogrammed, you feel me? Hit that like button, hit that sub, man. Let us know what you think in the comments about the content. And today, let's get into it, man. We kicking it. Keith Lee is on Club ShayShay and he speaks on his time in the Bay Area. Ruffle the little feathers again. Y'all know the last time he came to the Bay Area, he spoke on the Bay Area. People was pretty upset. But I feel like he just giving his truth and his experiences, you feel me, on his time in the Bay. And as a Bay pedestrian, I fully support everything he had to say. How y'all mad? But let's get into it though. We're gonna run down, then we're gonna bust down. Let's get to it. You feel me?
You spent some time in the Bay, so how was that experience?
Interesting, to say the least. Have you been to the Bay lately?
I have. Well, let's see. They lost the Raiders. They lost the A's. They say they lost Keith Lee. So right now the Bay
They just
can't
lost
hold
the In-N-Out, the very first In-N-Out to ever close.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And a lot of that is attested to the crime. A lot of that is attested to the overpopulated drug use that's out there. A lot of places have drug use, right?
Correct.
A lot of places have crime. I think what separated the Bay was that they have in my opinion, indoctrinated into the culture. So when we first announced that we was going to the Bay, there were multiple news articles saying Keith Lee might get bipped. And bipping is where they take spark plugs or they take a device where they put it up to the window, they shatter it in a second, grab your stuff, and they out within 5 or 10 seconds with everything that was in the car.
Right.
I've been to a bunch of places that was considered hood. We went to Chicago, and Chicago was one of the best places I've ever been to.
Right.
And Chicago is the top of murder capital, or top 5, I would say. In the Bay, there was a different sense of like almost pride that some people were taking in it. Like, he gonna get robbed when he here.
Right.
People that come here, y'all better, if you ask anybody from the Bay, or I've seen interviews where they ask people from the Bay, what's the number one advice that you give to people? And the first thing they say, it has nothing to do with the food, it has nothing to do with the experience. It's take everything out your car the second you get here because you gonna get robbed.
Wow.
And for me, I felt like that was more precedence than the food itself, because God forbid, somebody hopped on a plane after we review a spot to go try the food, they leave the airport and they get robbed. And they say, I got robbed trying to Keith Lee recommended spot. So I took that into consideration. People with these families, they have children. If a child was to get robbed or a child was injured in any sort of facet that had anything to do attached with me, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night because I take this very serious. So I was okay with people from the Bay being mad at me for saying it. Somebody had to say it.
Right.
We got sent to the Tenderloin in the Bay. The Tenderloin is Skid Row on steroids.
Wow.
The Tenderloin, when I tell you, it was people in the middle of the streets doing hard drugs, sitting crisscross applesauce. And it was kids walking around, it was people with families, and they literally was just out doing whatever they felt like doing. And it was a restaurant smack dab in the middle of that people told us that we had to go try.
Was people actually in the restaurant?
Yeah, people were just sitting there eating. And then you step outside, and it's, when I say like burnt cars, it's burnt trailers, it's things that almost look inhuman. And again, there's other cities that go through these same struggles, right? I just refuse for anybody that went out there after us to be put in any harm's way without me acknowledging that.
Right. Well, they need to know what they were going to get themselves into.
Exactly. And I feel like if
the full experience, not just the food, but what you were probably might have to deal with in order to go sample the food.
And I feel like if I didn't say that, it would be irresponsible on my end.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't think that deep. They just was like, oh, he said the Bay food was bad. The Bay has some of the best Michelin star restaurants in the world. They have some of the most diverse food in the world when it comes to other ethnicities, other cultures, other backgrounds. That I've never doubted for a second. It has some of the best fine dining and elevated dining, but the safety was what we was most concerned with. And the accessibility to being able to see that. Like I didn't want my kids or anybody else's kids to be exposed to that just to go get a burger or some catfish or something like that.
Unfortunately, the Bay Area stop on the Keith Lee and Family Food Tour is officially over prematurely, and we're gonna get straight into it. Let's talk about it. There are a few reasons why, as a family, we decided to end the food tour short. But before I get to that, I truly want to say, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every single bit of love. The people of the Bay were absolutely amazing, and I'll never forget the hospitality and the love that y'all showed me. Reason number one, I truly don't believe the Bay is a place for tourists right now, and that's what I was, a tourist. The people in the Bay are just focused on surviving. That's the business owners, the locals. The amount of tents and living structures and burnt up cars that we saw people living in was shocking to say the least. Before we went, people was comparing it to Gotham City. Now, I might not agree, but I understand where it's coming from. But I can't harp on it enough that the people are amazing. It's just an environment, and as an outsider, I wish the city would step in. I don't know if they have, I don't know if they've been trying, but just from outside looking in, it don't seem like it was much city interference. Reason number two, and this is in no particular order, we went to a lot of restaurants, popular restaurants, not popular restaurants, mom and pop shops, and this is the first city where I have over 6 videos that I don't feel comfortable with posting because nothing about my experience was constructive and nothing that I said was constructive. I've always been big on honesty, I've always been big on transparency, but I've never been big on completely tearing down anybody, and I feel like those 6 videos only doing that. And I've always said I'm absolutely blessed to do this, but it does take a lot of money, it does take a lot of resources to do. At the moment, everything comes out of pocket, so when we had that many restaurants that we couldn't do anything with, that was just another deciding factor. Number 3, and probably the most important, I had to go to the hospital because I had an allergic reaction to one of the meals I had. This restaurant in particular cooked a plethora of meats, including shellfish. My family specifically asked if they cooked it on the same grill. They said yes, but they would clean it. The second I ate it, I blew up like a balloon. I had to get some steroids and some allergy medicine, and it cleared right up. But it was a health concern nonetheless, and that was another reason why we decided to go home.
Hey man, let me call you back. Nah, man, they almost killed Keith Lee, man. Let me call you back. Almost killed Keith Lee. Man, I have never been so disappointed to be a Bay pedestrian in my life. Keith Lee came to the Bay. This is what he had to say. He said, Oakland is just trying to survive, bro. That's sad. Look what we sent him. We sent him to a place with signs outside to say shit like, beware of pickpocketers and loose women. Come on, Bay Area, loose women? Then y'all serving dirty beignets. This motherfucker look like a molded orange. He ain't like that shit. It ain't taste good. We serving, I don't know if that was gumbo soup. Look like probably some nasty ass Chef Smellies. And then we sent this nigga to the Chasey Lee Dugard dungeon, you feel me, to get some motherfucking food. And then, to top it all off, Mama T's and y'all motherfucking freezer fries. And cuz with the outer layer cheese tacos. Bay Area, this what we doing? He was upset. Look at his eyes. He said these is freezer fries, and I know it. I know these is freezer fries, but it's all good. They season. I like seasoned fries, so it's good. So after that, what y'all give him today? The motherfucking chicken sandwich. He could have made this shit at home. Y'all could have left the damn Krabby Patties in the back. This was the highlight of this nigga life. This was the highlight of his trip in the Bay Area. Was some goddamn potato salad that he had to eat with a goddamn a fried fork. But anyway, y'all, the Bay Area really tried to take Keith Lee out, bruh. Sent this man to the emergency. He told y'all, man, no seafood, no shellfish, none of that. All right, we good, we got you. Then y'all had this man in the emergency looking like this. Wife scared of shit in the back. He's scared of shit. Kids scared of shit. Everybody's scared. He don't even believe y'all cleaned or swapped y'all motherfucking utensils. That's what he believe about y'all. That's what y'all put on for the Bay. Had this man looking like Hitch. Y'all wrong, Bay Area. Y'all wrong. Don't be mad at Keith Lee. He came out here and kept it 100. It ain't shit good to eat out here. I ain't gonna lie. 1, 2, 3 places. This man really called us dirty and broke and left. We leave on time too. We go to SAC, we go to Vegas. We get up out of here too on this shit, bro. Cause the shit trifling, really. I'm glad you ain't get bipped. You feel me? Man, you really can't be mad at that. He said what he said, and you gotta 100% respect it. Look, I ain't want nobody coming out here on my name and getting riley. You feel me? It ain't worth it. Not for no burger. And you feel me, Bay Area? Like he said, y'all damn near take pride in that shit. Like, yo, man, you're gonna get bipped and don't nobody's name. Don't come here. I ain't gonna, hey, don't come here, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Don't come. Don't come. It ain't shit going. Ain't shit going. You feel me? No, I'm lying. Hey, it's a beautiful place. But everything he said was facts. Y'all can't be mad at that. Y'all can't be mad at that. Keith Lee, brother from the Bay, OAK to be exact. I grew up right around the corner from where that motherfucker in and out was that got shut down. As he put it, the first In and Out in America, first In and Out ever to close. Oakland, California. Come on, man. Crazy. So look, hey, Keith Lee, I give that interview four stars, brother. You did your thing. You like you said, I'm a vessel, and I don't mind. I got thick skin. Plus that nigga got hands. He ain't worried about nothing y'all saying. You feel me? Run up if you mad. You be as mad as you want. Just don't run up. Don't run up. But look, hey, brother, phone him, Drip them on Junior, whatever you want to call me, just don't call me broke. You hear me? Player Circle Podcast signing out, man. Hit me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever you want to do, man. Facebook, Drip them on Junior, man. Get with me. Yeah, man, we out of here, man. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think about the video in the comment section. We out of here, baby.
Yeah, okay. New Player Circle. So, get low.